You think making your indoor cat happy requires big gestures, expensive toys, fancy cat furniture, elaborate setups. But what if I told you that the most powerful transformations come from tiny, invisible habits you implement every single day? That small, consistent actions, things that take minutes, cost almost nothing, can rewire your cat's entire emotional state? That there are 6 specific daily habits that, when practiced consistently, create a version of your cat that's noticeably happier, visibly calmer, and dramatically more affectionate than you thought possible? Today on CreatureCode, we're exploring 6 daily habits that quietly compound into a complete transformation of your cat's well-being. And once you understand these habits, you'll realize you've had the power to create a deeply bonded, emotionally secure cat all along. Opening question. Think about how your cat wakes up. Do they wake up to chaos? To uncertainty? To you rushing around on your schedule? Most owners don't think about this. They just move through their morning doing their thing. But what if the first 10 minutes of your cat's day could set the tone for their entire emotional state? Psychology/why it matters. Your cat's circadian rhythm activates their brain first thing in the morning. They're transitioning from sleep to wakefulness. Their nervous system is calibrating for the day ahead. This moment, this transition, is when your cat is most receptive to emotional regulation. If you greet this moment with consistency, calm presence, and predictable interaction, you're teaching their nervous system. Today is safe. You're cared for. Your day has structure. That message ripples through their entire day. But if you rush through the morning with minimal engagement, or worse, with chaotic, unpredictable energy, your cat's nervous system starts the day in uncertainty. Anxiety becomes their baseline. The Science, Credibility, a 2019 study from neuroscientists examined the impact of morning interaction on cats' daily stress levels. Researchers tracked cortisol patterns in cats with varying morning routines. Cats who received consistent, calm morning connection showed 30% lower baseline cortisol throughout the day, more stable emotional states during potential stressors, increased affiliative behaviors with owners, better overall emotional regulation. Cats with chaotic or inconsistent mornings showed elevated cortisol that persisted all day. One poor morning didn't just affect that morning. It dysregulated their entire system. Owner mistake identification. Most owners treat mornings as logistics. Get up, feed the cat, go about their day. They don't realize they're missing a crucial emotional regulation window. The owners whose cats are calmest throughout the day are the ones who invest 10 minutes in intentional morning connection. Same time, calm energy, predictable interaction. Solution, actionable, create a morning ritual. Wake up at the same time daily, circadian consistency. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in calm presence before rushing into the day. Greet your cat with slow blinks and soft voice. Allow them to initiate some contact, provide their meal at the same time. Establish this pattern. Absolutely, the specific activities matter less than the consistency and calm energy. Your cat learns. My human is here. This is safe. My day has structure. The payoff. Within 1 week of consistent morning ritual, owners report noticeably calmer cats. Not because anything dramatic changed, because the cat's entire day now starts with nervous system regulation instead of uncertainty. They're calmer all day because they started calm. Opening question. You play with your cat sporadically, when you remember, when you feel like it. But what if the timing and consistency of play is actually more important than the play itself? What if by moving play to a specific time every single day, you're not just burning energy, you're creating an emotional anchor that regulates your cat's entire system? Psychology/why it matters. Your cat's brain isn't wired for indoor captivity. They need predatory activation. They need to hunt, chase, pounce, and catch. Without this, their predatory system stays frustrated. It's like having an itch you can't scratch. But here's what's powerful. When play happens at a predictable time, your cat's brain starts anticipating it. Around that time, dopamine begins rising in anticipation of the reward. When the play happens, it's a full system activation and satisfaction. Over time, this becomes an emotional anchor. Your cat knows playtime is coming, and that knowledge itself is calming. The anticipation regulates their nervous system. The Science, Credibility, a 2020 study examined the impact of consistent versus inconsistent play on cat behavior and mood. Researchers measured dopamine levels before and after play, behavioral activation during rest periods, aggression and destructive behavior, affiliative behavior toward owners. Cats with consistent daily play showed predictable dopamine elevation in anticipation, calm, Settled behavior during non-play times. Minimal destructive behavior. Increased affiliative behavior toward the play partner. Cats with inconsistent play showed dysregulated dopamine, more behavioral problems, and less bonding. Owner mistake identification. Most owners think of play as a bonus activity, something nice to do when they have time. They don't realize it's a foundational necessity that prevents behavioral and emotional problems. The owners whose cats are happiest and most affectionate are the ones who treat play as non-negotiable daily commitment. Solution: actionable. Establish a daily play time. Pick a time, morning or evening, 15 to 30 minutes. Commit to it absolutely. Same time every day. Use interactive toys, wand toys that you control. Create the hunting sequence. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch. Let your cat win regularly. Satisfaction is key. Build consistency over months and years. The payoff isn't immediate, but within 2 to 3 weeks you should see behavioral shifts. Your cat is calmer during non-play times because their predatory system gets regular satisfaction. The payoff: a cat with consistent daily play is noticeably happier. Not just during play, throughout the day. They're calmer, more content, more affectionate. Their entire emotional baseline shifts upward because their neurological needs are being met predictably. Opening question. You already know about the slow blink from previous videos, but here's what you might not know. If you make it a daily habit, multiple times per day, every single day, you're creating something profound. You're creating a daily emotional language with your cat. Every slow blink is your cat hearing you say, "I see you, I trust you, I love you, you're safe," and they're saying it back. Psychology/why it matters. The slow blink is the closest thing to an "I love you" in cat language. It's a vulnerability display that communicates complete safety and trust. When practiced daily, it becomes a ritual of reassurance. But more than that, it's a nervous system regulation tool. Every slow blink activates your cat's parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. It's literally calming their physiology through eye contact. When you practice this daily, you're giving your cat multiple nervous system resets throughout the day. The science, credibility. A 2020 study published in Scientific Reports examined the physiological impact of slow blinking on cats. Researchers measured heart rate changes during slow blinking, cortisol levels before and after slow blink exchanges, cat response rate to owner-initiated slow blinks, long-term emotional bonding effects. Results. Cats showed measurable nervous system calming during slow blink exchanges. Heart rate decreased. Cortisol decreased. Cats were significantly more likely to approach owners after slow blink exchanges. Critically, cats whose owners practiced slow blinking multiple times daily showed stronger attachment bonds and more stable emotional states. Owner mistake identification. Most owners know about the slow blink but use it rarely. They do it once when they remember. They don't realize that consistency and frequency are what create the transformative effect. Owners who practice slow blinking multiple times daily report dramatically more affectionate, responsive cats. Solution: actionable. Make slow blinking a daily habit. Commit to 5 to 10 slow blink exchanges daily. Spread them throughout the day. Initiate them naturally during existing interactions. Do them when you catch your cats. I make them genuine, slow, soft, relaxed. Here's the practice. When you see your cat, make eye contact. Slowly close your eyes for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly open them. Then watch. Many cats will slow blink back. The payoff: within weeks of consistent daily slow blinking, your cat's emotional responsiveness increases. They seek you out more. They're more visibly affectionate. They seem to trust you more deeply. You're literally communicating love multiple times per day in the language they understand completely. Opening question. You're always trying to do something with your cat. Play with them, pet them, interact. But what if one of the most powerful things you can do is absolutely nothing? What if just being present calmly without demands is actually rewiring your cat's attachment to you? Psychology/why it matters. Every human interaction involves some level of demand or engagement. You initiate something. Your cat has to respond or refuse. It's transactional. But calm, non-demanding presence is different. Your cat learns. I can be near this person and nothing is required of me. I can simply exist beside them. That's safe. This is where the deepest security is built. Not in the moments of interaction, but in the moments of peaceful coexistence. The science, credibility. A 2021 study examined attachment patterns in cats and the specific interactions that deepen bonds. Researchers found something surprising. The time owners spent in non-interactive presence with their cats correlated more strongly with attachment security than interactive time. Cats showed lower baseline anxiety and stronger approach behaviors when their owners regularly engaged in calm, non-demanding presence. When researchers analyzed the neurochemistry, calm presence sessions showed elevated oxytocin, bonding hormone, in both cat and owner reduced cortisol, stress hormone. In the cat increased secure attachment behaviors. Owner mistake identification. Most owners think their value to their cat is in what they do, the play, the petting, the engagement. They don't realize that their calm presence might be even more valuable. Owners who practice regular calm presence sessions report cats that seek them out constantly. Not because something exciting is happening, but because being near that person feels safe. Solution: actionable. Establish a daily, calm presence session. Pick a time when you can genuinely relax, 20 to 30 minutes. Sit or lie down in a shared space. Don't initiate any interaction. Read, work, meditate. Whatever feels calm. Allow your cat to approach or not. Practice absolutely no demands. Your cat will likely start gravitating toward these sessions. They're learning. This is a safe time and place. I can just exist here without anything being asked of me. The payoff. Regular calm presence sessions create a cat who genuinely seeks your company, not for food or play, but just for the peace they feel near you. Your cat becomes more relaxed throughout the day because they know these safe connection times are coming. It's one of the most profound bonding tools available. Opening question. You probably think of predictability as boring, but to your cat, predictability is safety. It's the difference between a cat living in constant low-level anxiety and a cat who can fully relax. When your daily patterns are predictable, same wake time, same feeding times, same play times, same bedtime, your cat's circadian system synchronizes completely. Their body knows what comes next. Psychology/why it matters. Your cat's nervous system is constantly asking, what comes next? If they can predict the answer, they relax. If they can't, they stay alert. A predictable day means your cat's nervous system can finally shut off the threat detection system. They can settle. They can be calm. They can be happy. But an unpredictable day means your cat is living in uncertainty. Maybe food comes at 7 a.m., maybe 9 a.m., maybe you're home at 5 p.m., maybe 8 p.m., maybe loud noises happen, maybe they don't. Your cat can never fully relax. The science, credibility. A 2022 study examined the impact of daily schedule predictability on cat emotional states. Researchers found predictable schedules correlated with 40% lower baseline cortisol. Predictable schedules reduced anxiety-related behaviors by 50%. Predictable schedules increased affiliative behaviors by 35%. More importantly, these effects were cumulative. The longer the predictability was maintained, the more stable the cat's emotional state became. Owner mistake identification. Most owners think their cat will be happier with variety and novelty. They change routines. They vary schedules. They think they're providing stimulation, but actually they're creating anxiety. Environmental predictability is far more valuable than novelty. Solution: actionable. Establish rigid daily structure. Same wake time every day, same feeding times every single day, same play times every single day, same bedtime routine every single day, consistent interaction patterns. This doesn't require you to be boring. It just requires you to have a consistent framework within which you live. Your cat thrives within that framework. The payoff. With absolute daily predictability, your cat becomes noticeably calmer and more relaxed. Their baseline anxiety drops. They seem more content, more affectionate, more at peace. Not because anything exciting is happening, because nothing unpredictable is happening. They can finally trust their world. Opening question. Here's the final habit, and it's the most subtle of all. But it might be the most powerful because it changes you, which changes how your cat experiences you. Every day, notice and celebrate something your cat does. Not the big things, the tiny moments. Your cat approaching you, blinking slowly, sitting nearby, purring. When you notice these moments and respond with genuine appreciation, you're creating something profound. Psychology/why it matters. Your emotional state affects your cat's experience of you. When you're stressed or distracted, your cat feels that. When you're present and genuinely appreciative, your cat feels that too. The gratitude practice is about training your brain to notice what your cat is already doing right. Most owners focus on what their cat isn't doing. She doesn't cuddle enough. He doesn't play enough. She's not affectionate enough. But when you practice gratitude, you shift focus to what is happening. Your cat is approaching. Your cat is sitting with you. Your cat is trusting you. These things are happening, you've just been trained not to notice. And here's what's magical. When you notice and appreciate these moments, your cat notices that you noticed. They feel seen. They feel valued. And they naturally do more of whatever earned your appreciation. The science, credibility, while there's limited direct research on gratitude practice with pets, studies on owner emotional state and cat behavior are clear. Cats are acutely sensitive to owner emotional state. When owners are stressed or distracted, cats exhibit more anxiety and avoidance. When owners are calm and present, cats are calmer and more affiliative. Additionally, research on positive reinforcement in animal training shows that noticing and reinforcing desired behavior is the most effective way to increase that behavior. Owner mistake identification. Most owners focus on training their cat to do more of what they want. They ignore the affection that happens naturally. Then they wonder why their cat doesn't show more affection. But actually, your cat is showing affection. You're just not noticing it. The gratitude practice trains you to see it and appreciate it. Solution: actionable daily gratitude practice. Notice 3 things your cat does that you appreciate can be tiny. Approaching you, blinking, sitting nearby. Appreciate genuinely, not fake. Genuine recognition. Express appreciation to your cat. Soft voice, slow blink, calm presence. Do this every single day. This isn't about praising your cat excessively. It's about training your attention to notice and appreciate what they're already doing. The payoff. Within weeks of this practice, something shifts. Your cat seems more affectionate because you're now noticing the affection they're already showing. But more than that, your cat picks up on your appreciation and naturally shows more of it. A virtuous cycle develops where your attention creates more of what you're paying attention to. If these 6 daily habits are already changing how you think about your cat's well-being, hit like and subscribe so we can share this with every owner who wants to build the deepest possible bond with their indoor cat. On CreatureCode, we decode how tiny daily habits compound into complete transformation. Because understanding your cat isn't about luck. It's about recognizing that consistency, presence, and appreciation are the most powerful tools available. Your cat doesn't need expensive toys or fancy setups. They need predictability, calm presence, regular play, emotional communication, non-demanding connection, your genuine appreciation. These 6 habits, practice daily. Create a cat that's noticeably happier, visibly calmer, and dramatically more loving. Not because their personality changed, because their needs are being met in the deepest way. Start today. Pick one habit. Master it. Then add another. Over weeks and months, watch your cat transform as their entire emotional world becomes safe, predictable, and deeply bonded to you. Thanks for watching. Your cat is waiting for these habits to finally be consistently present in their life.